Karibu kwenye part 2 ya safari yake Michael Madaga. Kwenye part 1 tulimwona akiwa amepitia safari ambayo ni ngumu kuweza kurepeat nursery miaka 4, na ndiposa aweze kufanya mtihani wa nursery ilimbidi aweze kumfanyia mtu kazi kwa siku nzima ili aweze kulipwa shilingi 5 tu, na kwa kutumia zile shilingi 5 akaweza kununua miwa na kuweza kuuza, ndiposa akapata pesa za kuweza kufanya mtihani wa kumpeleka darasa la kwanza. Ilimbidi kuingia katika choo kinachotumika kuweza kumwokoa kifaranga, na akamwomba Mungu kupitia kile kifaranga ili aweze kusoma. Amefanya mtihani wa darasa la 8 lakini hana mbele wala nyuma na hajui ama ataingia vipi katika shule ya upili. Karibu kwenye part 2 ya safari yake Michael Madaga.
Yes, I'm 16 in 2003. I still went back to school in 2004. Now nikaenda kuishi na my sister. My sister, out of your luck, she had decided to get married in Hamisi. So nikaenda kukaa na dadangu because nyumbani hakukaliki, ndio at least huko kwake angalau kulikuwa na chakula. So hiyo ingine naweza kuhustle, lakini as long as nipata food, because you know nyumbani it had gotten so tough that we could even compete with monkeys. You know, unaenda msituni huko Kakamega forest hiyo, unaenda msituni, unaenda kuchimba hizi vitu, na kuna some roots called zihama, and then kuna some wild fruits, you know, they are eaten by monkeys. We call them simbalakai. And you know, those are the things that we could. Sometimes you have to know the timing ya monkeys. Unaenda asubuhi kabisa kama monkeys haziamka ndio zisiwamalizie. So you go and fetch them, ndio unakuja unapika the whole day. Someone who was brought up in Western, if you mention something like Simbalaka, they will understand. Yeah. And food was difficult. You know, these roots that people hawk around in town called Mmbone. Me, I knew those as food to keep you pushing.
So you eat it as lunch, supper, breakfast?
Yes. Mmbone, I've eaten it as food, not as like people do it for luxury and leisure. Yeah, we would eat that. So with that, at least my sister's place, when she had gotten married, huko angalau tungepata, they were struggling, but angalau ungepata food. So nikamwambia mimi niende niishi naye. So nika repeat class 8 2004 in a school called Wagizi Primary School huko. I was privileged to be index 1. I'm now 17. And I'm in class 8. And remember, in Makuche had filled form yesterday, boys and center and school. And it was the only hope, because that time Sare ilikuwa tu nanunua box ya saduku hii, alafu they would sponsor orphans and yes. So I was working hard, and when I didn't get the 430 marks, I was so disappointed. Nikaenda nikarudia hiyo na 291 so that nipate 430. I did my best. I was so confident of myself that I was going to score 490, 430, but unfortunately, God knows why, I got 391 in Wagizi Primary School. For information, it still stands as a record to date.
Up to now?
Yes, the 391. You know, you have no books of revision, you come from the village, barefoot, nini, and you get 391 those days. I was admitted to Kakamega High School. Just another story of struggle. Admitted to Kakamega High School, and I'm supposed to join on 4th of January 2005, 4th of February 2005, and I could not join Mercy. So nikachukua baiskeli, and I cycled from Hamisi, approximately 50 or so kilometers. So I cycled, and you know I'm supposed to cycle to and from. And nikakuja nikapata principal, the late JSL James Habongo, the principal Kakamega High School. So nikamwelezea story yangu, na akaniambia sasa umekuja nikusaidia aje, and nikamwambia have come you preserve, because unajua that time umeambiwa usipo Kakamega High School hizo shule kubwa usipoenda nafasi yako inaweza chukuliwa na mtu. So nikaenda nikamwambia, please, I'm looking for school fees. I'm still looking for a well-wisher to bring me here. So nimekuja tu kuomba you preserve my space.
My space, yeah.
Yes, so this is Tuesday. And he tells me I will give you up to Friday. Kama hutakuwa umekuja by Friday, we will consider that you have declined that offer. Hey. So Friday, that is it. I went to my school. Nikapata the principal of my primary school, Mr. Edward Vodoti, BT. And this man remains to be one of the greatest people that I ever came across in life. And so he mobilized the teachers. He called an emergency meeting in the staff room. Akaambia walimu, huyu ni mtoto wetu, we must adopt this child. They bought me a mattress. and then they bought me some bed sheets, and then wakanipatia some books, and some at least some pen, and this Thursday now they sent me to a former principal of Kakamega High School. His name is Elmanas Vodoti Angaluki. Akaniambia, sasa wewe utaamka asubuhi uende kwa huyo principal, former principal wa Kakamega High School, anajua principal ampigie, akishampigia waambie tu akusaidie. So mimi naye nikaenda asubuhi mapema Friday morning. Nimekuja mnisaidie. So akasema tukusaidia namna gani? So I narrated my story, and it's now 6. They felt me and wakanikaribisha kwa nyumba, and for the first time nikakula mkate imetoka Blue Band Masi. Hey, kanikaribisha. I narrated my story, akaniambia, so how can we help you? Nikamwambia pigia tu mwalimu simu, umwambie anisaidie tu niingie tu kwa shule. God will supply my school fees. And he took it up. So akaniambia uko na nini? So nikatoa hizo vitu zangu kwa bag zenye nilikuwa nazo, nikaonyesha blanketi na bed sheet, alafu na of course you could see the mattress with some books. So akaniambia unahitaji nini? I was just straight to the point. Akaniambia sina sanduku na sina towel. So he took me to his car, and for the first time in my life I boarded a private vehicle to Mmbone. So he took me to Mmbone, and akanundia sanduku, then na towel ya orange, and then he gave me 150. And from Mmbone to Kakamega that time it was about 50 bob. Yeah, so I paid 50 bob and I remained with 100 bob as my ever first pocket money in school. So kufika kwa gate ya Kakamega High School, watchman akaniambia, we mtoto, babako ako wapi? Hautakubaliwa huko kama hauna baba. And that thing now reminded me, now you are officially an orphan and you don't have a parent, because kama ungekuwa naye wenzako wanaleta na baba zao. I cried mercy.
That was harsh.
Nililia, and so the watchman might have discovered that he had offended me. So akaniambia, wewe enda, najua tu atakufukuza hata kwenye unaenda huko. So nikapita kwa gate, nikafika kwa secretary pale. And the secretary now asks me the same thing. And remember, I'm armed myself with my admission letter peke yake. Hizo vitu zingine zenye alikuwa anasema sijui dictionary. And the secretary asks, and she repeats the same thing. Mzazi wako ako wapi? Baba, endo lete baba. And nikamwambia baba alikufa, and I started crying. It's so heavy on me that why am I going through this? She also graciously let me into the principal's office. And when I get to the principal's office, I find Mr. James Habongo, the late. Habari yako kijana, tukusaidiaje? Nimekuja shule. Uko na school fees? Sema hapana, sina. Mzazi yako wapi? Nikamwambia sijakuja naye. We don't admit students without parents. And so go and bring your parent. And it was so devastating. At this time, umeambiwa, when you visit someone's office, you don't sit until you have been invited to sit. So, and I remained there standing. So like 2-3 minutes here, he lifts his head up and realizes that I'm still there. Kijana, bado uko hapa? Nikusaidia namna gani? Kaambia, sir, please just give me a chance. I won't disappoint. That is how I earned myself a miraculous admission in Kakamega High School. Good people still exist today. Mr. Vitovo was summoned. Mr. Vitovo, come here. Take this boy to Mr. Ogada and admit him. Hivyo tu ndio niliadmitiwa in Kakamega High School in 2005. No school fees, no anything. At one point, I thought that I'm not a student. Yani mwalimu angekuja, ningefikiria anakuja kunifukuza. I would only write my name on the book. Hata singeandika at Kakamega High School, at school. Those books za kitambo. Name, Michael Madaga. Class, Form 1W. School, Kakamega High School. Form 1 West. I could not do that because I was always feeling like the next day ningefukuzwa hii place, because I've not even paid any school fees. But God is gracious because I survived first term. And in second term, my mother heard of some scholarship somewhere by USAID Peace Corps. And there were forms that wanted some sort of essay and the competition. Essay, creative writing, and also the winner gets a scholarship.
No.
Yeah, so mom comes with those forms in Kakamega High School, and Akanpatia. So I took the forms and I looked at them as the only option for me to go to school. I went to Bethany. Bethany is a place where the Christian Union used to pray from. So I went to Bethany and I lifted the forms to the Lord, and I told God, help me to emerge victorious in this. And one of the essays was my life as an orphan. Write a detailed, creative essay about my life as an orphan. And then the second one is effects of HIV/AIDS on African nation. Creative writing.
Yeah.
Now, unajua ile ya kwanza sasa I had nothing to imagine. Because I was just about to... Yes. So I just put my life story on that. To cut the long story short, I won the scholarship, 151,000.
Wow.
And from that time, I was never sent away for school fees. That is how I survived. So that is my journey. That's my journey about Kakamega, about Makuchi Primary School, Wagevi, and Kakamega. Form 1, I'm now 18. I faithfully studied until 2008. I was 21 when I sat for KCSE, and I earned an admission in Moi University. I've been a resilient man, you have no one to support you. I started taking pictures, and napiga picha hizi makamera za film hizi kidogo hizo. I saved some money, bought a motorbike, started doing boda in campus. Resilient hivyo too, and I'm glad that I graduated hivi kama nimechukuliwa na Moi as one of the part-time diploma lecturers. And that is how that is how my career picked, and I am this far God is faithful. Yeah, to cut the long story short, that I now work and live in Kakamega. I've worked as a general manager of very key senior hotels in the western region of this country, as a general manager for close to 7 years until last year. Now I started an organization that is now taking care of the needy and vulnerable. I'm now we started an organization, so I'm currently working as a chief executive director for an NGO that we started to be able to reach out to needy and vulnerable children in public learning institutions.
Wow,
so it's just one of the ways we are giving back. And they say whoever has a story knows where it pains most. And when I see these kids walking barefoot, wakitoka shule, wakienda shule in the morning, it reminds me of where I came from. So that is why I'm just offering a helping hand to them. So we currently running an organization called Community on Life Care Initiative Kenya. And we basically reach out to needy learners with water, health, sanitation, and education.
Seasons, they are just for a time. And with time you overcome, and you see God lifting you to places, big places.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Asante sana. God bless you.
Asante. Kumbuka kusubscribe, kumbuka kulike, na kumbuka kushare pia, ili mradi kwamba wenzako waweze kusubscribe kwenye hii YouTube channel. Na kama una story yoyote ambayo unajua kwamba inaweza kumtia mtu nguvu, story ambayo ina inspire, kitu ambacho ulipitia maishani, zungumza pamoja nami kwenye comments hapa YouTube, nami nitakuwa nakutafuta tuweze kuzungumza kwa pamoja, pengine wakupigia simu ama kukutana tuweze kuzungumza moja kwa moja.